If you remember from the video on laws of addition, we had two laws on addition. The first was the commutative law and the other was the associative law. In the first part of this video, we studied laws of multiplication that included commutative law and the associative law. So each of these laws, the commutative law and associative law, they are only either for addition. That means commutative law can be applied to addition and multiplication. Similarly, associative law can be applied to only addition and only multiplication. But the distributive law is for both addition and multiplication at the same time. Okay? In one law, you will find both the plus sign and the multiplication sign. So we will look at an example and you will understand what I mean by this. So we have an example here. If we want to solve 2 times 3 plus 4, how you can solve it? The distributive law states that if you have such type of problem, you can solve it in two ways. The first method is, if we have 2 times 3 plus 4, that you solve this group. You solve whatever is in the brackets first. Here 3 plus 4 is equals to 7, and then you multiply the group with the number that is outside the group, that is 2. So 2 times 7 is 14. The second method is that if you want to solve 2 times 3 plus 4, then what you can do is you can multiply the number that is outside the group with each of the numbers inside. You will multiply 2 with 3. So 2 times 3. And since here you have an addition sign or a plus sign, you will then add and then you will multiply 2 with 4. So we have 2 times 4. Solve each of these groups. The first group is 2 times 3 and the second group is 2 times 4. 2 times 3 is 6 and then plus 2 times 4 is 8. 6 plus 8 is equals to 14. Here you can see that the result of method 1 is 14 and the result of method 2 is also 14. This is the distributive law. In distributive law, we have both. We have multiplication and we have addition. You can write it in general form as if we have a number A, then we can multiply it with the sum of the two numbers B and C, which should be equal to A times B plus A times C. The first number times the addition of second and third number is equal to the first number times the second number plus the first number times the third number. This was distributive law that contained both multiplication and addition. We can also have distributive law for multiplication and subtraction. So let's do an example for that. Here we have 3 times 4 minus 2. How you can solve it? The first thing that you can do is you can solve 4 minus 2 first and then multiply the result by 3. So 4 minus 2 is 2. Then we'll multiply 3 with it. And then 3 times 2 is 6. What's the second way to do it? We will first write the example here. We can first multiply 3 times 4. 3 times 4 and then we have a subtraction sign in between. We will write minus here. So minus 3 times 2. So 3 times 2. 3 times 4 is 12 minus 3 times 2 is 6. 12 minus 6 is 6. You can see that the distributive law applies to subtraction also. So 3 times 4 minus 2 is 6. And then this one also is equals to 6. You can write it as A times B minus C is equals to A times B minus A times C. Okay? So this is how you do it.